Cinejudge.
This is Cash,
And I'm Alex.
and you're watching Cinejudge. Today on Cinejudge, we'll be reviewing The Losers. The Losers is a movie that's based off a graphic novel called The Losers, and it basically follows the story of a special ops team that is betrayed. Who are they betrayed
By
by?
the CIA.
By the
Max,
CIA.
A guy named Max.
A guy named Max, and basically the entire movie is them trying to get revenge. So Alex, what do you think about The Losers?
So the movie starts off with the losers in South America. They are going into the jungle, into a camp run by a drug dealer. Their goal is to stay there and make sure the situation is clean until a bomber can come in and bomb the area. However, they find children, and so they decide to go in to free them. And while they do, this creates some problems. And for one, they have to kill the drug leader, which will cause problems later on, but that gives away. It was an interesting movie. When I went into it, I had really low hopes for it. And I guess in that sense, it didn't disappoint, but overall, it wasn't that great. The plot was weak, the acting was weak, and I'd say overall it would be a movie I'd rent, but not see in theaters.
You know what? I felt pretty much the same way. A lot of the special effects in the movie, I mean, for some of them it was pretty par for, because it's a pretty low budget movie,
Yeah.
but in other scenes they were absolutely horrible. And the plot was alright. I mean, I've read the graphic novel and it follows the story pretty similarly. It's really not worth watching. You guys should probably rent it as well. So next week we're going to be taking a bit of a twist on it. We're going to be having more of a discussion on 3D movies.
Yeah.
So you guys have all been seeing all these movies. They've all been coming out in 3D because I guess it generates more
really
revenue.
popular,
It's
yeah.
more popular, right? And a couple of weeks ago they released Clash of the Titans, which wasn't shot in 3D, but they upgraded it into 3D and it looked god awful.
It was terrible.
Though it made a whole bunch of money off of that, it's becoming more of a novelty, and the movies that don't do it right, they fail miserably. So we're going to be having a discussion on 3D movies, their advantages, disadvantages. I know one of my personal favorite animated shows, Avatar: The Last Airbender, is coming out, and they just announced that it's going to be in 3D, which I find kind of odd because it wasn't shot in 3D. So obviously they're just trying to make more money, and our discussion is going to be about if this 3D technology is really worth it, if it's harming movies. So tune in next week for that, and if you want us to review a movie,
Comment.
just post your comment down there. Bye.
Cinejudge.
It's pretty ironic how they're waiting for, do you say Obama?
A bomb.
Well, let's scratch that. Okay.